So earlier today, an official gameplay reveal teaser for Subnautica 2 was released. Now I know all the stuff going on behind the scenes with Subnautica. We'll talk about that after the reaction, but I wanted to quickly take a look at it just to see what the team's been working on. Ignore the fact that it's got the red bar underneath, saying that like you have watched it. I haven't watched it. It autoplayed.
You will sleep through 14 years of flight to your new home on Caesura.
Oh my god, co-op? Just built-in co-op?
We encourage you.
I've tried to get like friends to play the game with me through the like co-op mod. So it's cool that I guess either it's base regular co-op or you have an AI kind of like in Sons of the Forest.
Caesura. We encourage you to nurture your dreams.
Big red planet?
Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. When you wake up,
No, that's just a different
your
planet
new
you can see.
life begins.
So this is specifically not 4746b, right? I wonder if it's even in still the same solar system. The fish look different. Then like none of them look super similar. Like that's cool, actually. Oh my god, okay, at least 4-player co-op. Okay. That's cool. I'm a fan of that. Although it does make the game less scary if you're going into like Leviathan territory with a bunch of other people. I wonder what they're gonna do with Leviathans, because if it's a different planet, I mean, I guess if it's a Leviathan is a classification, right? Normal base building stuff, normal fabricating stuff makes sense. Arm guns. Okay. That's probably just like a shark thing. More ways, I guess, of fending them off of you. Co-op-based movement things. I figure there's gonna be a big vehicle, right? Cthulhu. Nice. There's a Cthulhu here. Okay, well, there's our first Leviathan. Nautica 2. 2026. Even though initially it was supposed to be this year. I want to quickly... It kind of looks like it's gonna do something psionic, like the Sea Emperor. That's what I get the kind of vibe from this glowing purple. But otherwise, it looks like it's. I mean, technically, it looks like it's more of what you'd expect, right? I guess this is it attacking the player. Cool. And then obviously, instead of a death, you'll go down, and then teammates can revive you. Yeah, while I'm excited for multiplayer, obviously a big charm of the initial Subnautica is sort of this like alone feeling in the ocean, right? And especially once you go into darker territory, sort of just yourself in your vehicle, your Seamoth, and then just the light in front of you, and just hoping that anything that roars really loudly isn't noticing you. But it is cool to have different... Where was it? This. So obviously, if they're adding co-op, there should be different vehicles for multiple people. I assume there's going to be a Seamoth equivalent for 4 people. Inevitably. Looks like we're doing more AI stuff, or like robot stuff. Obviously, there seems to be co-op style weapons to get fish off of you, or off of your friend, as we see here. Just to knock them away. I assume that's also what this is, right? They're either like little rocket cannons, or they're things like to boost, right? Like, I forget what it's called in the first one, but you like hold onto the thing and you like shoot forward with it, you go faster. It's like one of the first upgrades you get. But otherwise it looks cool. It looks like a lot of sort of the vision that the, I guess, original now creators and developers had is in the game. It does look like a natural expansion with more money. So, but this leads me to the next fun part. So while this realistically looks great, real world sometimes rears its ugly head. So this is an article I found. Just Googled Subnautica 2 stuff. Despite seemingly ready for early access launch, I've heard that it's like super on track for everything. The 2 co-founders and president last week were suddenly I guess it says departed here. I don't know if it's let go, fired. We don't fully know. we can assume fired. Because there's going to be a 250 million bonus was going to be paid out to Unknown Worlds by Krafton if it hit certain revenue targets by the end of 2025. By delaying Subnautica 2 into next year, the company is unlikely to hit those targets, and therefore the employees may not be eligible for the payout. So initially, before we heard about this, the idea was maybe the initial developers were causing some problems or something, or maybe Krafton was just like being really shitty, right? And it looks like after we've learned this, Krafton is just being really shitty, you know. And I gotta admit, after hearing this, I am less excited for the game, even if the gameplay looks really good. To the point where I probably won't get it because I don't want to. Like, obviously, I feel bad for the Unknown Worlds developers, because obviously, like clearly, there's been a lot of good work that they put into the game, but I don't want to like. It kind of feels like rewarding Krafton in a way. Like, clearly, if the game sells really well, then they can be like, oh, us pushing it into 2026 instead of the. I think initially their plan was 2025 for early access, and they were like hitting that goal really well. Like, development was going super well. But I guess Krafton just didn't want to have to give off $250 million, which is a lot of money that would really help out the developers, I'm sure. So, yeah, I don't know. I probably don't buy it. It's a weird thing. I want to support the clearly really talented team at Unknown Worlds, but I don't know. I don't want to. It feels bad to give money now. Like if there's another way I could give them money, Unknown Worlds, like I would. In this meeting, Haley just says that he's unaware of the specific the bonus scheme, that any contractual terms established with Krafton bought Unknown Worlds are beyond my current understanding. While the game is getting delayed, Papustis reportedly says that it's never been told to me that we're making this change specifically to impact any earnout or anything like that. But Krafton's reason appears to be driven by wanting the highest quality product possible when it launches. But that doesn't really explain why the two co-founders of Underworld and president left. All right. I assume if things are going super well and the game looks like it's going to be really well received, and the parent company is like, hey, we're willing to like delay the game so that way it gets to be an even better product, you'd think that they'd be like, okay, if our parent company is giving us that wiggle room, let's use the wiggle room to deliver even more content, right? So even if it does still come out in early access, there's potentially like more in there, right? It doesn't feel as potentially bare bones as it could. But with the bonus, it looks more like Krafton removed the two co-founders and president specifically to halt the release of the game, or at least halt development by a bit, so that way they don't have to pay out the bonus, which is really fucking awful. And this is especially news coming in after like all the Microsoft stuff. So I don't know. Let me know what you think. I think probably, as much as it sucks, probably shouldn't support. I don't know. I feel bad because it does look good and like obviously a lot of effort, and there's a really talented team, and the co-founders and president obviously like their vision is clearly a part of the game, and it looks like it's going to be good. But God, I don't know. It's a tough situation. I'm sure the game will sell really well anyway. It doesn't matter whether like I buy it or not. But I don't know. Let me know what you think. But otherwise, I mean, the game looks good. Like that, this teaser here makes me want to see more, right? It makes me want to play the game. So who knows? Who knows?